Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Body Cam is Messy. Okay, this episode is featuring two cast members of Love After Lockup, which is Zueriah as well as Troy. Okay, and y'all know if you watch Love After Lockup, child, they are a mess, especially that Zueriah baby. Understand? Now we're about to go ahead and check it out. So this is a situation that took place with them in late December, so we got to watch it and see what's going on. As quite a few of you guys sent the video to me, so let us go ahead and get right on into it. Let's check it out.
Just after Christmas on December 27, 2025, deputies with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office responded to an Airbnb in Lake Worth Beach involving a reality star from Love After Lockup. The caller reported a domestic situation and advised that a knife was involved.
Hey, ma'am. How can I help you? Are you okay? Are you all right? What's going on with your leg? How's it going, sir?
Officer?
Yes, what's going on?
Could you come on in? Come on, you can come and talk to me.
Can you talk to me? I'm the one.
Yeah, I'm talking to her real quick. So what's going on, ma'am?
Is there another officer I can speak?
There's one coming right now.
All right, thank you.
Fire rescue's right here, ma'am. So what am I telling them?
The what?
What am I telling fire rescue?
I don't know. I didn't call fire rescue.
Sir?
No, but I did.
So who called?
I did. Because apparently there might have been a or something.
Yes.
Yes, my husband's to me.
May I talk with
He
you?
slammed me on the ground. I was walking away from him. He slammed me on the ground. Then he went in there and told them a whole bunch of lies. My dad checked me out. I couldn't breathe. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Sir, just come on.
And I have marks on my arm. I have marks all. I can show you. I
Girl,
don't have
did
to
you
lie.
just say your leg was
I
hurt?
got marks
First of all,
everywhere.
girl,
Literally, all on
first
my
of
legs.
all,
Where'd you get?
hurry up before you get me flagged, bitch. Hurry up.
I think it was like over here somewhere.
First of all, let me just say this. Number one, did she just say her damn leg hurt? I could have sworn she just said her leg and she was moaning and groaning about that leg. That's how I know this gonna be some that's how I know it's gonna be some SHI. And just to like, let me change the subject just a little bit, but we still staying in the same realm. Okay, staying in the same realm. As they're coming up to this house, it reminds me of a particular story. And I'm going to give y'all a little piece of a spoiler alert, so get ready. Okay? There is this show called American Monster on HBO Max. And I believe it is season 12, episode 10. And the episode is called Tempest. I want y'all to check that out. It's featuring a young lady named Tempest Daniel. And at this time, let me just make sure that's the name of it, y'all. Well, I know for sure it's called American Monster. The question is, what season is it? All right. So I believe that is season 12. And I was correct. Season 12, episode 10, it is called Tempest. This out as the police are pulling up to this house, it reminds me of this story. And I'm going to give y'all a little breakdown of the story. Y'all can go watch it for yourself, or you can fast forward this portion. Okay, if you can. Let's see. Let me pull up Tempest's name because I want to remember the young man's name that was a part of this story. Okay. Let's see. His name was, what was this young man's name? Vincent. Sorry, I believe it's Vincent Taylor. Tempest Daniel is the young lady, and then Tempest Daniel and Vincent Taylor. So there was an altercation that happened between Vincent Taylor as well as his wife at the time, Tempest. Okay. Earlier that day, they were supposed to spend time with his dad. She didn't want to go. She created an issue. He went to the dad's house. He knocked on the door. He was crying. He was like, "Dad, she's so mean. This, that, and the other. She kicked me in my balls." Dad said, "Okay, where the kids at?" Kids in the car. Got the kids out of the car. He decided to stay at his dad's house for a majority of the day, spending time with the kids and stuff like they had planned. So he's getting ready to go back to the house. He didn't really want to go back, but he was like, "Let me go ahead and go before this girl go crazy," because she has a history of showing her R's. Okay. She has a history of showing her R's. The young lady got him locked up before. And when she did get the young man locked up, she turned around and told somebody else, "Oh, he never put his hands on me. He ain't touched me. I just said that because I wanted to get him locked up." Yikes. Okay. He was kind of like coming off as like the primary parent as far as doing a lot of stuff for the kids or whatnot. He was the one that had a job. She would do stuff to kind of like make him she would do stuff to get in the way of him getting to work on time. And one time it was the final straw where I think he his keys or something. He ended up losing that job. And girl, I think my video may be slowing down a little bit. But anywho, he ended up losing that job. And he ended up losing the job because I believe he was late. The next thing you know, she put some charges on him. So that was even difficult for him to get a job after that. But he was the primary parent. Getting back to that night. Okay, so he ended up going home, taking the kids there. All right. While he's at the house, spoiler alert, he's trying to leave. She's not really trying to allow him to leave. They kind of had an exchange of words. She was recording him on live. He put the phone in his pocket. Okay. I'm giving y'all the tea. Y'all better fast forward, girl. Come tell you the story. But what I tell you is going to make you want to go back and watch the show. Okay. So he takes the phone from her, put the phone in the pocket. So she's coming at him, talking about how he put his hands on her, whatever. And he was like, I never put my hands on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that you created out your head. So they just going back and forth. And he's like, she's like, well, just leave. He said, that's what I'm trying to do. I've been trying to get my stuff this whole time, but you won't let me, pretty much. Right. So as he's packing his stuff up like he's about to leave, she gets upset, not as he's grabbing his stuff because he's finna leave his house. She gets upset. She grabs a knife and she's yelling, I'll kill you, all this other stuff like that. And then you could tell she kind of was cutting him because he was like, ow, chill, stop, Tippy, chill out, whatever. Moral of the story was she ended up stabbing him and she punctured him in his neck. And she didn't realize that, I don't think she realized that she punctured him. But he did say that, though. He told her, he said, you stabbed me in my neck or whatever like that. I don't think they realized how serious it was. So he's leaving so he can get to his dad's house at this point. And he's running to the dad's house, had to stop at the gas station. Moral of the story was the young man passed away. Okay, let's come on back, right? When the cops pull up to the house, this is why this situation with Zueriah reminds me of that situation with this guy, because Troy often shows up as a mild-tempered, from what I've seen of the show, like chill type of guy, which is similar to that Vincent Taylor guy that passed away. Zueriah often shows up like a loose cannon a bit at times. She kind of shows up as this young lady Tempest. In my personal, and it's not to insult either of these ladies, but it's just being honest, based on what I have watched, experienced in my family, or at least someone that was married once upon a time married into my family as well. That person also had similar mental type of situations where medication is required. You know what I'm saying? So they have some things going on, and I don't think the young lady Tempest ever got checked for that. I never recall watching the documentary where they mention anything with medication, but as I'm listening to the story and watching how she flips on and off ever so often, I said, yo, this young lady has some mental health stuff that really needs to be checked out that nobody's checking out. Either that or she's not taking her medication, but I'm not seeing it. So getting back to the point, and why this reminds me of it was because when the police arrived, right, the young girl came out on crutches, y'all. Like she was really injured. The police go in, talk to her. She gave them this full elaborate story of things that did not happen. Okay. Get to the interrogation. At some point, she learns what happened to him, all of that, whatever. Let's fast forward. The part I want to fast forward to is she was locked up for a little bit, but she ended up getting out, and she was out for some time until she went to trial. Y'all, why did they find out? First of all, the first thing was her being on crutches. They found it out too. Just like Zueriah sit up here like, oh, my leg. And then you standing up, showing everything. You sure it's your leg, but you was over here moaning, groaning, and crying though. Oh, okay. So then the young lady thought that she probably was going to get off because she said she was defending herself. Why, when the young man took the phone and put it in his pocket, it was recording the whole time? She deleted all this information off her phone, and at some point, they were able to capture this information. And once they captured the information, they learned the truth. It was given intent to kill, or whatever the case was at that time, because she was like, I'll kill you. She was stabbing on him, whatever, she killed him. That's exactly what she did. And with this situation here with Zueriah and Troy, that's kind of what I'm thinking about. Now, I don't know what all Troy really done did. We about to get into it. But rarely is Troy ever in the wrong. Majority of the time, Zueriah is in the wrong. But we are going to see. But what I would like to say is he needs to be mindful. He done had kids with this young lady. At some point, you might need to moonwalk to the back. At some point, you might, for your own safety, I don't know, you might need to moonwalk to the back. Now, I don't want to hear nobody being upset because Jamie done gave y'all spoilers on American Monster. Okay? If I done gave you so much of a spoiler, you don't got to watch it because you done sat up here and watched me. Hello? You don't got to watch it. But I wanted to put the episode out there in case other people wanted to go watch it. And even though I told y'all pretty much what all was going to go down, hello, that documentary or whatever can still put the pieces together for the people. And it's going to clue you in more details than what I just gave y'all. Okay? And don't put your hand, don't type them down here. Talking about I done gave you a spoiler alert. You done spoiled it, girl. You could have fast forward. I gave you that opportunity in the beginning. Don't put your hands on me. Okay? Put your hands on that like button and keep going. All right? Now let's get back. Thank you.
About that when you got cars coming.
And he's not alive, and I could not breathe. I screamed. He chased me harder and harder, and I want to press charges. I'm done.
What's your name?
Zueriah.
What's going on?
I want to press charges. I'm done.
Oh, I was looking for my police commissioner identification that I could not find. I'm an elected official in this state of New York. I guess you've heard it all before, so that you're getting it there, getting all that. But you can run me and say, I was asleep. We leave today. We've been here since Tuesday. My daughter and her son, I was asleep. And all of a sudden, screaming, and I'm like, what is she? I don't use this expletive. You. And then she comes screaming, running. And she goes to the drawer, go to pull out, and coming. I'm like, what are you doing?
Where was she coming at?
She came through the door because they're in there, I guess, in the pool house. And my daughter, I'm like, Zueriah, stop it, stop. And she got the up, and I grabbed hold her because I'm like, I don't know, I don't want nobody to get her. Oh, I'm calling the police. You all, I can't breathe. You all, I'm calling you all are going to jail tonight. I said, please call them.
Who is she pulling for? Was she trying to?
I don't know if she was trying to get at her husband or if she was trying to go towards us, but we're the ones who were blocking her.
I was like, you're not going to do
because we're trying to separate them too, like, because you're arguing and screaming. Well, she's screaming at him. He's coming in here trying to get away because you're standing.
I am so embarrassed.
So we're
I
trying
cannot
to keep
believe
her
I'm just, it's so
over here, and that's when she pulled out.
Sir, be quiet. Her daddy, I am so embarrassed. When I say I'm so embarrassed, you can't be that damn embarrassed the way she be showing her ass over there on that TV screen. Okay? You might be embarrassed a little piece now because, this is really reality at this point. Right? Child, I feel like this ain't the first time Zueriah done pulled a stunt like this. Talk about some you so embarrassed, I guess.
And I'm a bishop. And then, also. And I'm a bishop. I am so embarrassed.
Where's her husband?
I don't know. Oh, okay, dear mayor, he had a daughter prior to the marriage. So he made you the baby over in the house. So you were talking to him.
Okay.
He said he woke up to her punching him, then she woke up and went to his phone. And I guess
That's what started everything?
That's what started it. And I'm like, Zueriah, what are you doing? And I just said, I'm so tired of sir. I'm so tired of all of this crap. We came out, they've been on some TV show, Love After Lockup. They gotta go to these events, keep them, of course, we all the time.
So, just to get the story again. You and dad are having an argument?
No, me and my husband was out there. He ran away. He took his daughter and ran away.
Your husband ran away?
Yeah, because he's a felon, so he's scared. He started.
Is that his vehicle?
No, that's my dad's rental vehicle.
So Ms. Jones over here is complaining that she got hit by her dad, choked by her dad, and she just has some bruises on her neck. I don't think it's no. Still trying to get more information from them at that.
Hi. I just got into an argument with my husband. I was walking away. He slammed my head on the pavement by the pool house. And I started screaming. My dad comes out and starts screaming at me. I'm telling him, like, leave me alone. He comes in there. He comes in the kitchen. He starts shooting me. And I couldn't breathe. I'm screaming. Then my sister comes to text me. My mom, they literally all jump on me. And I can show you the truth. I don't even love a lie.
Girl, please, ma'am, please, ma'am. I can
on my leg.
Ma'am, hurry up.
Everybody
please.
starts jumping on me.
Okay, so here's what I'm hearing. When I hear everybody's jumping on me, the first thing is if everybody got to restrain you, in my head, I am thinking that you are the person in the wrong more than likely. That's what I'm thinking. That's why they're needing to restrain you and everybody's on you because you're the one that's the most irate. So your story is not lining up with what your daddy told, okay? Honestly, hearing what your daddy said makes sense as to why everybody's trying to restrain you because you're not telling nobody that you had a knife in your hand. But you did say your husband slammed you on the ground, so I'm hoping they go ahead and check you for that mark on your head, okay? Because you're very bright skinned. So with that being said, like there should be something. I would think an eye is swollen at this point. By the time the police done arrived, something is going on. If your head got slammed on some concrete, child.
What's your name here?
Zueriah.
Where are we right now?
I don't stay at an Airbnb. I'm not telling you I'm from New York. I'm leaving in a couple hours.
You want us to check you out at all?
Yeah, and my ankle. I don't know if I lowered my ankle.
Miss, what's your address?
Um,
Can we go to the hospital?
I was just not sure my ankle was free. Like, I don't know what's going on. I was like, when they pushed me down, I don't know if I rolled it. When he came up, I was like, literally not able to walk.
We're not able to do that, correct?
You can always remember it.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Are you
I'm good. How are you?
looking for the husband?
Pardon me?
The husband of the young lady?
You looking for him?
Mhm.
Oh, he's not in here. I was checking on the baby. I don't know where he is.
Is somebody in here with the baby?
No, nobody's in here.
Sheriff's office. Do anybody know where he went?
No. He was out there when I went to my room to go to bed, and I don't know where he went.
Is he in the house or he's
I'm not sure.
Where the hell did he go?
Sheriff's office? All right. Well, I'm gonna still check because something took place in here, and we gotta figure out what happened. So where is he? Cause you guys leave today, right? Are you guys leaving today?
Say again? You left according to her. The husband's primary?
No.
She's primary? Oh, sorry. Jones? You first one. Okay, so you and Mr. Dale were in an argument, and then somehow got pulled out, and then he slammed your head in the pool?
He slammed my head on the pool first. And then I came in.
Like in the water, or?
No, on the side, like he was about to.
Okay.
And then I
So
came
he
in
was-
from screaming. And my
So now she changed her story. He was about to. So did he slam your head or he was about to slam your head?
dad came out. He started yelling at me. And I'm like, and he starts blaming me, my husband, saying that I was being disrespectful and trying to justify his action. So I'm upset. Like, what are you talking about? You literally just hit me. And my dad's not doing anything. He's continuously yelling at me. So I'm like, okay, like what's going on? And I'm like trying to get to the front door. My dad grabs me and he literally goes like this and me. And I'm like, Dad, screaming. Then my sister jumps on top of me and I'm like, I can't breathe. My dad talking about something, oh, you can breathe. How can I breathe? Like, literally, I'm telling you, I'm turning red. And he kept going harder and
Where
harder
are the
and harder,
markings on the neck? Please get all the photos,
and he like,
please.
call the police. I don't care. Nothing's going to happen to me.
What's your dad's name?
Henry,
And mom was in there too, or no?
I didn't believe us. I couldn't see anything. I was
Okay.
being in trouble.
So, anyone else in there that witnessed it?
No.
Okay. So, really, it was you, Mr. Dale, and Mr. Henry.
Yeah.
Okay. Coming from my partner was talking to whomever he's talking to inside. Do you have any idea where Mr. Dale would have gone?
I don't know. Probably walking around here. Don't have a car.
Do you have a picture of him? Did Mr. Dale say anything when he was leaving?
I didn't even know he was.
What injuries did you sustain today? So it was.
My ankle and I have bruises on my leg.
Okay. I do have to take pictures of you. Is that okay?
Why?
I'm documenting this incident. So since it's a domestic violence related incident, you usually have to take pictures of the complainant and the victim.
I don't want to take pictures.
Okay.
I don't want to take pictures. Yeesh.
Hello.
Well, when you go talk to him, hopefully, we're gonna try to get in contact with her husband, see where he's at. Cause
Let me also add, sure it's not trying to have any interaction with
we still got we have to put that.
He's
What flavor is that?
I don't know. I just got these down here.
Yes.
And then this, it's all going to be smeared him before the queen turns to go. And she knows the go-to is, you go to
Very. Yes.
Yes.
We'll talk then. We'll talk then.
Yeah, I talked to the fathers,
Okay.
From the beginning, or just, my wife decided to go through my phone while I was asleep for whatever reason, because of the things that transpired throughout the day that didn't have nothing to do with us, but for whatever reason it pondered on her mind. Well, I wonder what's in his phone. So she started looking at my phone, woke up to my phone in my face, literally. All right, what's wrong with you? She's storming off, walking off. I follow her out front. What's wrong? What's wrong? She don't tell me. All right, I don't have no shoes on. I come back into the Airbnb. She comes back in the room, packing her bags, storming, making all this noise, wakes the kids up. What are you doing? Oh, I'm leaving. Okay, cool. So now, telling my daughter gets up, she leaves. I'm telling her, sit down. I'm going over the events with her, telling her you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? You're doing all of this, you're wrong. I'm telling you why you're wrong. She don't want to hear nothing that I gotta say. So she leaves. She comes back again, doing the same thing. Turning on the lights. She took a shower. You know, banging, slamming. So now I get up and I leave. Put my stuff on and I left. Grab my bag, I left. I come back in the room, she's gone. She's back to grabbing things and she's leaving out. Stuff is right there by the door. Stuff she's packing. So now she don't like what I had to say to her. She leaves out the room. She got injuries because she walked in. All the beds have the frame in the front. She keeps banging her leg on it while she walks past the other side. Anyways, so now she's outside and screaming for whatever reason.
Outside your room, baby?
Yeah, out there screaming. Talking about some, you're doing this. I didn't do nothing to you. Her father came outside, I ain't doing nothing to her. She's sitting there screaming, she's trying to get in the door because I had the door locked. And then that went from buku crazy to her coming in here, and that's all she wrote from there. Nobody attacked her, nobody put their hands on her. They were trying to calm your crazy ass down. As simple as that. Everybody was trying to interfere to calm down to see what's going on. I've been quiet this whole trip, and I told everybody that. I'm gonna speak. And I said what I said. I apologize for cussing, etc. I don't get like that. But I'm just getting fed up because justifiably, if I would have woke up, wrung her neck all around, within the first 45 seconds of me waking up, I'm not in my right state of mind. You get somebody slapping your face, you get up, you're like, what's going on? You don't know what's going on. I just did that to somebody, woke him up, yo, get up, he running, scrambling. And the situation is right here in front of him, but he's running out there because he's not in his right state of mind. You just waking up out your sleep, you're like, yo, what the excuse my language, what is going on? So no, it's a bunch of family bullcrap that don't need to be going on. We're on vacation, but none of us is from here. We're miles and hours away from home. And no police, none of that shit even be here. And to begin with, she needs to stop doing it. She never even called y'all because of what she did. And you want to tell nobody attacked you. Of course y'all gonna come now and say, oh, somebody jumped on you. That's the quickest way to get y'all here, but nobody jumped on it. That was wrong.
If what he's saying is 100% actual factual and he didn't touch her, she wrong as hell for creating a story and trying to make it seem like that man did this and that to her when he didn't. Child, that's on file. If that is what she doing, and I'm telling you, you might need to rethink this relationship.
Wrong. Doing it.
But you ain't.
Did anything physical happen back in the room?
No, ain't nothing physical happen. But besides her hitting me with that phone, she's a light-skinned woman. Yeah, see the only bruise she have on her, but unless she fell on the floor or something like that. But before that, the only bruise she got is on her leg because she keep hitting the headboard of the bed every time she walks out. It jolts out. She keep hitting her leg on it.
And she told me that
she literally has like 2 or 3 bruises literally from the bed. And I got video proof of her even saying that she was on live earlier. Look, y'all see this bruise? Look, I got it from hitting it on the bed. I should sue these people because that bed is just tell her to stop lying. Nobody attacked her.
I do have to ask, was a knife ever pulled on you?
That's
put
crazy.
On me? Oh no, we don't have to put on me. Absolutely.
Did you see a knife ever come into the equation?
Yeah, sure did.
What happened? So she picked up.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Now her intentions with it, it was about her. She wasn't gonna do nothing. Out of her scare tactics, is just like nobody got time.
May I interject?
Oh, 1 second, sir. Or 1 moment.
Sir.
What's
Her scare tactics. Don't nobody got time for that. That means she do that shit all the time.
still trying to get further information? Okay.
And where were you when you saw it?
Over there.
We were standing facing over
I went to
here.
go get my brother-in-law to try to help defuse the situation because he's a bigger guy. So it was like, my sister-in-law was telling me, please go and get him, please go and get him. So I went and got him. And that's just what it was. I came back. It was trying to basically disarm her and, calm her down at the same time, her sister and her father.
So is that when everybody was trying to calm her down?
Yes.
So you did want to say something, Mr. Henry? Yeah.
It's of my opinion.
Okay.
It was just a matter of creating it, just chaos. She just gets in these chaotic, so that then she becomes the folk when everybody trying to. And I was like,
Why aren't you doing that to him? I need to go and get my stuff.
Right now, you're gonna get detained, okay? Until we continue figuring out what's going on there.
That's crazy, yo.
thought it was your leg.
It's not running. It's literally my son is in the back by himself.
No, he's not. Your mom and your sister got him.
You're
Sorry about
squeezing my hand.
one point, detained.
Can I take these? Because they can't go in there with you.
Do you have anything in your pockets, lion sackers, bears, grenades, nuclear bombs? Use the back of my hand.
Is she pregnant again is what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if she's pregnant again. I don't know, but I'm seeing like her stomach bulging, but that doesn't mean she's pregnant. She could be bloated, could just be slightly overweight. But the little sticky things on her is like confusing because now I'm wondering, like, was there a time that you had to go to the hospital and be monitored at some point? So far they haven't said that she's pregnant. I would think that's one of the first things they would say. So maybe she's not. But I am still wondering, like, did she have to go to the hospital at some point? It just got released. But I ain't seen no band, but I'm seeing these sticky things on her. But anyway.
Right now you're not under arrest, you're just being detained. Alright, so. He was in the room with y'all, right?
He was in the room with me and my daughter. He was asleep. He don't even know what's going on. I don't even want to. That's going to make him flip and go crazy. He's hysterical. Please, no. And then his mother can be entertained right now, right? No.
For my 5-1.
May I?
Give me 1 second, sir.
Okay. When you get a moment, can you all come in?
Just for.
Or tell me to come out.
No problem, sir.
We're not fine out here. Please, our flight is literally in a couple of
But
hours.
speaking to him couldn't help us make an arrest determination. We just want to find out if he knew or if he saw anything or heard anything that might disprove or prove anything that happened between you guys. And I can't force you to bring him out.
Oh, you want to see if he was back there with me and her?
I just want to know what he heard. Plain and simple. Because just like my partner said, is like, hey,
I gotta let
right
his
now.
grandfather make that decision.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm his father, but I gotta let his grandfather make that decision. I can't tell you that I'm not doing it.
You know what? I ain't even mad at Troy for saying that. Like, I'm his stepdad or whatever, but I'm going to let his grandfather make that decision because I'm not his actual dad. Right? I don't fault him for that, especially if it's going to end up making him hysterical and stuff. Honestly, I hope the granddad is like, no, you can't talk to him. Like, you have enough statement from all of us, and we telling you what's happening. You got like 3 different statements. So I guess of course, in my head, I'm thinking they would want to know from the child. Because I think if the child was in there, they think, of course, the child may be the most honest person to tell them what really happened. Did mommy do something? Or did daddy do something? Or, stepdaddy do something? So I think that will help them make a bigger determination. But also at the same time, I'm just like, you got enough statements to go from there. Like, do you really need to talk to the child? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all would do.
Mr. Henry, I have a question for you. Mr. Dill says that we got to ask you if it's okay to speak only because he was in the room. So for us, for Florida State statute.
No, he was over here.
Okay.
The baby.
The baby? Okay.
It's not going to go to jail. Like, literally, my flight is in a couple of hours. I have a newborn. I have a child. I have 5 luggages. I literally cannot carry out. What the f am I going to do? This is my livelihood. Like, this is like, she's wrong. Okay, good. Just give her a break. She knows she's wrong. I hope this should be enough. Just her being in the car should be enough. She can't go to jail.
So I hear Mr. Dale. And normally for misdemeanor crimes, we can do a whole bunch of things, but a felonious crime happened, 1. And secondly, for domestic cases, former Governor Rick Scott made it a thing that all law enforcement officers will take the person who is the primary and or if a predominant aggressor was identified, the predominant aggressor to incarceration for whatever time the magistrate decides.
But she don't need to be taken to jail. It's not that serious. No.
It's not serious. No. So if anything, Mr. Dale, just hang out on the front porch or inside.
Listen, at the end of the day, like I just told your sister, this ain't the first time we dealt with this. It's probably the second time I dealt with this ever, where one family kids got into a fight. They had to take one to the juvenile detention center. Mom had to stay, or either mom or dad had to stay because they don't live here. They live in Kentucky. And like you said, there's nothing we can do. I can't we honestly, if I wish we can let y'all go, like I told her, I wish I could have just let y'all go. But I wouldn't trust none of y'all. For the fact that we left, that nothing would have happened again, and then when it got serious. And then now we on CNN and all the news because one of y'all decided to stab the other one in the neck with a knife, and we was already here when we could have just did our job, because that's what's gonna, so it's all gonna boil down to. She already made intentions that she wouldn't go grab her. That's good enough for us. Like, we ain't got time to play with that. Too many people died in domestics. My cousin died in domestic. It's serious. And it may not have happened. Thank God that her father and them grabbed her. I know she's on medication, but it doesn't over supersede the crime. So what we're just trying to do is, she's gonna get arrested anyway, so we'd rather keep it to that and let her go when they let her out. Because obviously the judge's gonna he's gonna read the PC and everything. He knows all y'all gonna be from New York, so they probably just gonna make plans for her to get out so she can go. But at the same time, it's better than us acre-acting her. Because remember, it's a hold for 72 hours. Because you just admitted she didn't take a medication and everything. Now we just went from a day to 72 hours on hold. Now she's staying longer. And to the fact she has a crime that she still has to go to jail for. See what I'm saying? So we can make the process longer, we try to make the process shorter. Either way, it's gonna suck because now y'all gotta switch your plans up with baby and the ticket and everything. And that shit sucks, and I'm sorry. But somebody, it's kind of sorry. I know you got what? 1, 2? You got 2 kids with her? Or just 2 kids?
No, it's 3 kids, but the older kid is going with the grandparents. I have my daughter and our son.
Okay.
My daughter, I got to get her back to Buffalo. We live in Syracuse. I drove to Buffalo to go get my daughter.
So now you got
to bring her out here. Because that's where I'm originally from, Buffalo. So we drove to Buffalo to go get my daughter. All my stuff is in Buffalo. Like,
so your plans would be to just fly back, take her, but you still have your son? Most likely she's going to get out after she see the judge, most likely, because y'all don't live here. And she's going to have to just find a ticket to fly back or try to redo her ticket. Like I told her the same thing. That shit sucks. But we cannot, there's nothing we can do for that. Like, it just sucks. I hate that.
It do suck, but you know, she really brought this on herself. I could have sworn maybe the daddy called, but I thought she said that she was calling the police, but yeah, I thought she was the one that called the police. Not necessarily sure which one called in the beginning, but I still feel like regardless of who called, she kind of brought this on herself with her actions a bit. And she gonna have to slow it down. Like, girl, you gonna have to slow it down. Like, and then, girl, you just gonna have to slow it down, child.
But sometimes people gotta think before they act, and we can't control that. So, now rather it's like this than, you know, we picking up somebody's body on a stretcher, bleeding from the neck and everything, because it has happened.
Jesus.
So, my father's upset. Y'all was down here for Christmas?
yes,
When he said seeing somebody stabbed, what he said, stabbed in the neck. Let me see him go back.
Sometimes people gotta think before they act, and we can't control that. So, now rather it's like this than, you know, we picking up somebody's body on a stretcher, bleeding from the neck and everything.
Bleeding from the neck and everything. When I tell y'all, go and watch American Monster on HBO Max. If you have HBO Max, child, okay. If you're able to find it somewhere online, I don't know, it might be on Hulu, not really sure. But it's American Monster season 12, episode 10, the final episode of that season, and it's called Tempest. Baby, it's given the same, just a little piece. And I think that guy may have had 2 or 3 children with that woman that ended up. Girl, yeah. That officer ain't wrong. He ain't lying. A small piece of me felt like they more so protecting the image of, you know, their station when he said something about then we'll be on the news or we'll be in trouble or then that'll be on. Something he said that made me think about their image. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, the image of the police, right? But ultimately, he not wrong though. Because it very well could go that way. And she might have to learn these consequences this type of way. I don't know if she's ever been arrested before. But yeah, like the what they say, the ditch you dig for me, you might be digging for yourself. And that's what it seems like she did right here. You were digging a ditch for him by calling the police or whatever. And even if you didn't call the police, it was like you were planning to get him in trouble with this elaborate story that nobody else seems to be corroborating. Right? So you were okay with him going to jail, I guess, because he's been there before or because he made you feel away when he really didn't do nothing or whatever the case was. And then now here you are. Child. Let's keep going.
So, my father's upset. Y'all was down here for Christmas?
Yes, it's Christmas vacation. I have to work tonight. I'm gonna damn near lose my job because of this shit. Like, I don't have no more like means in the room.
No, best thing to do is trying to see, you know, when y'all get back, the grandparents can help out if they don't work. See if we can get that help for now. So we can, so she can get out of her situation.
To the vehicle.
Not necessarily, not because y'all already went through it. We can't let y'all talk to each other after we're here for y'all.
Yo, babe, I love you. You got me tight, dude. They ask, just listen to me. I be talking. This is why I tell you to listen to me all the time. This is why I tell you to listen to your husband. I be mad as fuck, man.
How long y'all been together?
I've been with my wife for 6 years. I don't like to see this shit for nobody because I know how I feel. I've been incarcerated, you know what I'm saying? I did 7 years of my life in prison. That's how I found her. That's how I met her. You know what I'm saying? So that's my beliefs. I'm gonna always stick with it. It's like, it's a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not good on all parties. Like, this.
If you don't mind me asking, what you do 7 for?
I'll do 7 for criminal possession of a weapon in second and attempted robbery in first.
And out of New York?
Yes.
And how y'all relationship been?
Off and on, as far as like,
Y'all got it.
we have debates, we don't always see eye to eye.
Yeah, that's our relationship.
But overall, I mean, shit. We just had a beautiful son in 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
We live pretty alright. We both work. The maintenance work. We drive on the same bone machine. I do graveyard shift, so I don't have to pay for child care. And then she works during the day, so I have a baby during the day. She has a baby at nighttime. You know, we split them in the evening time. For the most part, we can. Run a TV show.
Y'all?
My God. And just had a 4-month-old child. So she's not pregnant. Well, child, I don't think she's pregnant, but child, some women get pregnant quick as hell, don't they? Right after they have another one. But I would hope she's not. So that kind of answers my question about whether she was pregnant with the different devices or something attached to her. But she's already had the child. And you over here carrying on like that? It's no disrespect again to anybody. But with me thinking that she may have a medical condition, like up here, like a mental situation going on, I often wonder, as I'm thinking about that young lady Tempest and another person that I've witnessed in real life, it just makes me think the more they go on to have children, the not so great it gets, right? Like the worse it kind of gets, you know, from my observation. But I ain't no doctor, girl, so I don't know. I'm just giving y'all my my thoughts on it. But that's like really concerning, and I like she gonna have to get that help. And Troy sounding like he gonna stay down, like I'm gonna be here with her. And I'm not saying that you should abandon her, but at some point you do need to weigh the odds of the situation and realize whether this is helpful for you or is not helpful for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, huh? And she was willing, again, y'all, in my personal, she was willing to still send him up the creek. If Troy would have ended up going to jail because of her and her accusations, she would have went back to New York and he would have had to figure it out, because even though he didn't really do anything because you chose to go through his phone and you chose to find something to get yourself upset about, you would have made him feel that, you would have punished him, you would have did all kind of stuff. You figure it out, you find your ride, you this or that, you da. I don't know, Troy. I don't know, child. Troy need to go watch American Monster season 12, episode 10.
That's another reason why I don't want to answer those shit. Just don't get the fucking law. I don't got time for that shit.
God damn.
Immediately in fucking Florida. So it's like, that's immediately. I don't want her going to no fucking out here without being detained. I don't want her in the back of that car.
Well, ain't nobody gonna know unless somebody put the information out.
She has a very, very unique name. So.
Yeah, I know. You just gotta hope nobody looking at the booking blog. Is that love after lockup? I don't know that.
So I'm brought up to speed. So as of right now, you are going to be placed under arrest for simple battery, okay? Due to the multiple accounts inside the house,
Sir,
you are under arrest, okay?
Please, sir. My son can't get home.
Oh my.
He's a newborn.
Well.
He can't. It's under my thing, and they can't change it if I don't talk to him.
You have family in there that's going to take care of him, okay? But I don't. In the state of Florida, we don't have discretion when it comes to domestic violence.
I didn't hit anybody. I didn't hit anybody.
We have a we're being told that you hit your husband in the face with the cell phone.
No, I didn't. I didn't. But there was nobody. It was just me and him. How are you just going off of what he said? And I have bruises on me.
Okay, how'd you get those bruises? Were the bruises on your knee, on your legs?
Yes.
Okay. And what's up with that?
You said what?
There was a play?
I didn't touch any. I was literally being choked.
Okay. Give me 1 second, okay?
Please, sir, I have a newborn. Please. Please, I've never been arrested. Please.
She's saying she was literally being choked and she don't got no marks, no damn where. Choked to the point where she can't breathe. This is my problem with her. She's always ready to sell other folks out like her own dad. And granted, if they did something to her that makes sense, sell them out. Yes, like get them in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because they shouldn't have did that. But it doesn't appear that they did any of the stuff to you, but you was okay with them going to jail. Now that it's you that is having to deal with the grave that you dug, okay, for yourself. Now you can't take it. Now you crying. Now you all over the place. Like, no ma'am. No ma'am. Now she want to cry. Girl.
I need is there a way you can get a message to my mom? My newborn is on my Southwest. We're supposed to be leaving in a couple hours, and Southwest will not let her change the thing, and he won't be able to leave.
So she can't. So she won't be able to fly the newborn out because it's on her ticket.
Yes, and they're on standby, so it's just me. He's the only one that's on my ticket.
I'll let her know.
Because if she calls Southwest, she doesn't have any of my information or anything like that. They won't change it because it's under my. No, because she doesn't have a ticket. She's on standby. So she's flying through United. So he literally will be stuck here.
You're not even stuck about, so.
They're all flying in United.
I understand that. What I'm saying is, the baby just ain't gonna be here without nobody watching him.
But I'm saying, who is gonna watch him?
So it'll be either your mom, your sister, or somebody in the family, or his dad. Is that his dad?
Yeah, but they don't. But he's not on the flight information.
He's gonna have to figure that out. They're gonna have to figure that out. As long as he has the accessories like the milk and all that, because he can do that, right?
He can't change anything. It's under my name.
You know, you might have to just purchase it too.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, I wish I could give you more information on how to fix this, but you know, at 6 in the morning, y'all going at it. It's not the ideal thing to be doing.
Bet you won't do it again.
Right. That's why I was trying to get away. That was it. That was all I was trying to do is get away. I kept leaving, and now it's being blamed on me. I literally reached out.
Well, we're here because whatever verbal y'all had got more than verbal, and it got physical. And now we have to step in. I wish we could just let y'all go, but that wouldn't have been good enough either. I wouldn't even trust none of y'all that if we'd have left, that y'all wouldn't have got into it again, and then we'll be back in the same spot.
Right, but my Uber I called the Uber. I was literally talking to the fire people, and they were like, why don't you call the Uber so that you can be able to leave? My bags are already packed.
Yeah, honestly, we all should have kept it at that. If you were gonna leave and all that, you should just stay with it. Now get back into it, because y'all know y'all gonna say things that y'all ain't gonna like. And y'all got back into it for no reason. Because what y'all could have dealt with at home.
Yep.
Not in another state.
Yep.
Talking to stranger ass deputies and stuff. I'm pretty sure that was the last thing y'all want to do on y'all trip.
Yep.
Take care of my baby. Babe. Huh? Take care of my baby, please. Take care of my baby. I didn't do nothing. You told him I hate you. That's why you're arrested. You said it. I didn't
You was knocking? No.
No, the phone was off. The phone was off. The T-Mobile turned it off. T-Mobile. Our phones got shut off. I was supposed to pay it this morning.
Okay, I don't believe shit this little girl talking about. Then she saying, I'm getting arrested because of you. You told them. It sounds like she did hit him in his damn face, and she wasn't expecting him to tell on her. Now you just woke the man up in the wee hours of the damn morning to go through the phone. So maybe their phones were connected to Wi-Fi for her to be out into his phone. Because now she's saying T-Mobile cut the damn phones off. I was supposed to pay it this morning. So instead of you getting the phone so that you could pay the damn bill, you done grab the phone so that you could go through it. Get yourself upset, which was the whole goal of you going through the damn phone anyway, to find really nothing. Because I don't believe she found anything, honestly. And then you showed your ass when you could have just simply been paying the damn phone bill. Y'all could have been catching the flight out. Girl, go ahead on, love. A mess.
Huh? Yeah. Well, like I was supposed to pay it. Like I got paid this morning to pay it. It was due on the 24th. Yeah, T-Mobile.
Oh, you can't.
It's under my name.
It's under your name. Oh, you can't. You don't have the.
He's not gonna be able to do nothing. He's not gonna be able to get on the plane with the baby. Like, he's not gonna be able to do nothing.
That's crazy.
You told him.
All of this was so avoidable. It's crazy.
Can you grab my bracelet, bro? Bracelet? Got a couple bracelets on.
So avoidable. Didn't even have to be all of this.
Go ahead and face the car, please. Thank you. Lean forward, because if I hold this, it's going to be uncomfortable. Where's your...
Child. Let's speed this up some more, because...
You're special, huh? Put your hand on the hood of the car, please. Take your bracelets off while you have that off.
I'm just wondering, what is all this blue stuff on her? Looked like she was connected to a machine or something.
The yellow, 1, 2.
And you over here showing your... Like, girl... I think Troy did mention something about her having medication.
We'll deal with those in a minute.
So I think that she
press on nails.
does know her situation.
I've got acrylics on too.
I don't know if she took it or not, but child, it's a mess here.
Put your hands, I'm sorry, let me do this before I put the other one on. Yeah, put them together with the praying. Yeah, it won't be as uncomfortable. Yeah.
I really want them to let her pull her pants up. Like, can she pull them up? God, dog.
My ankle was like rolled down a little bit, so.
Okay.
It hurts. I had an ice pack, but I think it's so low.
Which ankle is it? The left one? Well, if you're walking on it, that's a good sign.
Yeah. I think I like, you know how you roll?
Probably just irritated it.
Yeah.
Lean back for me for just a minute. Change positions.
Child. Do we have to be all up in this area with
Pretty
it?
good at getting this on the first try. Let's try that again.
Please.
No, you
Lord
should
have
try.
mercy.
Okay. You can sit up in the car.
I have scoliosis, so my back is
I
like.
got you. Okay.
That's why.
Lord have mercy.
Quick, I turn around. Oh my God,
I'm a wizard.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What am I being charged with?
What are you
No, girl, the question you should have asked is, can you take these lashes off? Because they sliding. Like, please take her, let her pull her pants up and at least take the lashes off. Like, come on now.
for? Domestic battery.
What is?
Domestic assault. I'm not really sure what the charge is, but it's domestic.
What is that in Florida?
I'm sorry?
What type of charge is that in Florida?
I don't know what he charged you, if it's a misdemeanor or felony. But for any domestic cases, you have to go in front of a judge in the morning. So you'll talk to the judge tomorrow morning.
What are they? Is it like, I don't know, is it different here? And I'm from New York, so that's why I'm asking.
Okay.
Is that to like defend my case or like
No, so it's
arraignment?
it's like your arraignment. Basically, the judge will look at the case. He'll either RR you, release you, or he'll keep you until your 30-day court date or whatever they decide. He'll talk to you in the morning about it. But it's not for your actual hearing. It's not for the court hearing. It's the state attorney going forward with the charges that they have. It's your it's first appearance is what it's called.
Would I get bail?
I'm sorry?
Would they say
They
like
issue a bond or a bail amount.
Okay.
That's when they do that.
And then do I get a phone call because my son he's a newborn?
You can call, so when we bring you in, that first floor, when they bring you in, they book you, you can call anybody you want, as many people as you want.
Okay.
They'll give you a pin to call. Don't give anybody else that pin because a lot of people like to trade pins. Yeah. How bad is your ankle? Because if you're walking in there limping, they're going to send me back out to take you to the hospital to medically clear you.
I won't limp.
Huh?
I won't limp.
It's on you.
Oh,
so,
now you
I don't
won't
want to go
limp.
to the hospital and prolong everything.
You know, because they're very strict there. So if you are hurting, you gotta let me know.
I'm okay.
Mm-mm.
And he never read me my Miranda rights.
What's up?
He never read me my Miranda rights.
No, so I'll explain that to you.
Okay.
I have 3 months 10 15. I'll be 51 CJ. So the only time we're gonna read your Miranda is if we're gonna question you about the case, like anything incriminating if you're in our custody already. So if you're already in handcuffs and we need to ask you any questions, we have to read it to you. But if we've already made a decision on our investigation, and we don't have to read it to you because we're not asking you anything.
Okay.
That's the only time we have to do that.
Okay. Thank you.
I know on TV it seems like you have to read it for everything.
Yeah.
They put you in handcuffs. It's very movie Hollywood.
I've never been arrested, so.
You've never been arrested?
Mm-mm. I had like a prior felony, but it was dropped to a misdemeanor.
Were you a juvenile?
No. I was in my early 20s, and I thought that it would be cool to keep claiming unemployment and working a part-time job. So they ended up calling me in or whatever, but they just RR'd me when I got there. And then I went probation, paid the restitution all off, and then the judge just put it to a petty larceny instead of a felony. Yeah, but I live in Syracuse, New York. I was down here visiting my brother, and I just had a baby August, so he's 4 months, and it's his first Christmas, so I took the kids and my family or whatever, and we stayed down. I have 2. I have a 12-year-old.
A Christmas to remember, because, girl, it didn't even have to get this far.
Birthday's actually in 2 weeks, and then my newborn. You have kids?
I don't.
Oh, okay. Just keep it that way. They're a blessing, but it's a lot. So it doesn't even matter. You all have determined based on like who you talk to, who basically is going to be the one to get arrested. So because mind you, this all started because, and I know I shouldn't have did this, but I went through my husband's phone while he was sleeping, and I just reacted. You know, like it was just one of those split moments where it's like I start yelling at him out his sleep, and then he got upset because he's being woken, and then we start arguing, and then that was just my parents got involved because we were in the pool house, so they hear us yelling and things like that. So I'm thinking like because in New York, something like having you get into an argument, you call the police, they'll figure stuff out, and then like they'll talk to each person, calm them down, and then that's it. It's not like how it is, you know what I'm saying, here.
Yeah,
so
Zueriah makes me think that she's the type of person where things is going too good, so she got to create some damn chaos type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Now I want to know what the hell was on the phone. Again, I don't think she saw shit in the phone. But what I'll never understand in my personal, and I mean, y'all gonna do what y'all want to do anyway, because that's just how y'all is. But I be like, why y'all be going through the phones and you ain't going no damn well? What's the point of going through the damn phones if you're not going to go anywhere? so that you know what they doing, and then okay, they talking to somebody else. So what you think gonna happen? They gonna strain up for a few weeks or whatever, then they're gonna be right back to the shit that they was with. Because I feel like if it ain't in them, it ain't in them. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, if it ain't in them to do right, their ass ain't gonna do right. They're gonna do right for a piece of time, and then they're gonna be back on the bullshit that they on. They're just gonna probably get a bit more creative with the fuck shit they got away with the last time. So, if you ain't prepared to get the hell on, I hate to say let them cheat in peace in a sense, but I just ultimately, when you go through the phone, have a plan. If you find something, okay, if you find something. What you finna do? I mean, are you gonna beat that? It's maybe you might get on your Zueriah and then get the tapping on that ass. But then, I mean, then what's next? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but y'all gonna do what y'all want to do anyway. You know what I'm saying? Best of luck to the people.
We do have to, but if anybody utters any kind of
Yeah, I know.
any allegation of physical violence, it changes the game.
My mom, and you know who it was? It was my mom. She was just like, she was spazzing, and one thing left to another, and I guess my husband said that she had said something, and then that, because they were going to let everybody go, and then I guess they talked to her, and then that was it. Whatever she said, which was crazy because she wasn't even involved. That's why I'm like, how do people that aren't even, like my dad was involved, my husband, but my mom wasn't even involved. So that's just the only thing.
Yeah, we get close to verbal arguments all the time. We go there, we try to communicate. See if someone can leave, at least for a little bit to let things cool off.
And that's what I thought. I'm like, okay, let me pack my stuff. And the fire guy was like, why don't you just, take the Uber or whatever?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. And then I'm like, I'm walking to the back because at that time I wasn't detained. So I'm walking to the back to like finish getting my stuff. And then that's when they detained me, thinking that I was trying to run it. But I was literally just going into the pool house to just get away.
Get away?
Yeah.
Get away or to get your things? You were trying to get away or get your things? Yeah, you be telling your lies so much that you don't even know what you just said. It sounded like you were going to get your things because the guy was like, take a Uber. And then now you're saying you just wanted to get away. So which one was it? All right. So you landed yourself right up here behind bars. It's crazy.
Good morning. I have an adult female.
I'm just praying that the judge gives me some grace because I can't be away from my baby. I don't even know if he's going to be able to get on the plane because I have my phone.
You should have thought about that.
And they don't have access to the plane tickets. Yeah, and my parents, they're on standby, so they have no plane ticket at all.
Your parents live here? Or
no, everybody lives
here.
Yeah. But my brother's number's on my phone. I don't have my brother's number here. I just have my parents.
I'm sure you could call someone.
Yeah. I thought it was just one phone call, so. Okay.
In the end, she was booked on one felony charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and one misdemeanor charge of simple battery, both classified as domestic violence. Court records show a judge later found probable cause on both counts, issued a no-contact order, and set bond at $4,000. The case is now...
Interesting. The judge found probable cause, and likely that probable cause was from what her daddy and the other girl said in the room that she had a knife in her hand. Right? But is anybody going to come down there and testify to what they saw? Likely not. So I don't know. The charges may get dropped. I think they said she got a hearing coming up. Let me see.
Set for a state to file hearing on January 29th.
January 29th is when this hearing is set. So I don't know if she's going to show up, but she might need to get somebody to show up just to see. Because if they're only using the phone, like assault with the deadly weapon, if they're saying that she hit him with the phone type of thing, then that is like up in the air. I would try and get the charges bumped down to a misdemeanor, and then I guess consider time served, maybe do some probation, pay a damn fine, move on about your business. I think she should try to go ahead and get the situation resolved instead of, not acknowledging it, right? And then if she ever were to travel back down to that same area 15 years from now, end up getting arrested because you done forgot about this case that you got. But, she brought it on herself. And if she's still on the show, Love After Lockup, I'm sure they're going to try and probably capture a little piece of this. But I bet you next time she'll think before she sit up there and damn react or have somebody else call the cops, because now she see how it can pan out. Just because Troy has been to prison before does not mean that Troy going to be the one getting damn arrested, okay? You can get arrested too. But either way, good luck, all right? That's all I got for Zueriah and Troy, child. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below about everything we just got into. Of course, I'm Jamie, that's me. Like up the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, selling my preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Aegis. Game time, I invaded gym. High elevated, I could face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over. I'm Invader Zim, on a trip Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can feel